Hey guys, it's Saturday, July 25th, 2020, and I couldn't really think of much to talk about tonight. I just did my Sunday school lesson for the church Facebook site, and I didn't want to do a duplicate of what I talked about there, but I talked about church attendance. So one reason I do these videos is so my kids can look back and laugh at me one day, or just know things about me that maybe they didn't really know, and they can look up things that I watched or did, or just anything to do with that era. They make them look it up and learn about why I thought certain ways. Today, though, I'm gonna do. You hear about everybody do these little top 10 songs if you were on an island, and you can only listen to 10 songs. So I did my top 10 songs, and I threw in 5 honorary mentionables. So these are in no particular order. I just started listing them as I thought about them. And for years, I've always had a top 10 list, and it's kind of changed over time. Several of them have dropped out of the top 10. I've added some new ones, obviously, but I don't really go anything before 1990. I don't really like. I may have one song from the 80s, but I'm just not a 70s, 60s, 70s type of guy. There's no country music on my list. There's only one rap song, so to speak. There's one reggae song. But everything's pretty much in the last 30 years. Some of it's obscure. Some of it's popular, maybe the most popular by each artist. But here it goes. First one is probably a group you never heard of, Fury in the Slaughterhouse. This was a song called Every Generation Has Its Own Disease. I love that song. Just could play it over and over again. Never get tired of it. A band that I started listening to about 10 years ago, Band of Horses. I love all their music, but I have to go with the one that kicked me off in their direction, which is The Funeral. I listen to Ode to LRC all the time with the kids. It's kind of one of our little get ready to play songs. It's really not even that type of song, but my kids like it. So anyway, The Funeral by Band of Horses. My third song I listed was, I have like 20 songs by this band I love, and I'm almost embarrassed. No, I'm not embarrassed. Everybody wonder why I like this band. Typo Negative. I love Typo Negative. The song that I first listened to was Love You to Death. They have a small version, an extended version. I love the extended version. It's only like a minute longer, but they have Black Number One, they have September Sun, they have Electrocute, they have so many amazing songs, and I hate He's Dead because I love their music. Another favorite band of mine back in the 90s to current, Smashing Pumpkins. This is my 4th song. Believe it or not, my favorite song by them is Mayonnaise, and I love the song Mayonnaise. It came off the Siamese Dream album, and Mayonnaise, man, a lot of their music's amazing. Mayonnaise is unbelievable. Song that got a mention not long ago by a buddy of mine, Nate Crocker, came in at number 5, Black Metallic by Catherine Will. Catherine Will was late 90s, well, 90s, 2000s. Song Black Metallic is, I like the longer songs. I like the ones that are at least 5 minutes usually. That's why you see a lot of these are probably at least 5, 6, 7, sometimes 10 minutes. Number 6, band I really love for 20 years now, Deftones. My favorite by Deftones, Digital Bath. A lot more I love by Deftones. Digital Bath is amazing. Number 7 I have on my list, and once again, I love a lot of his music, Madashahu, reggae, Jewish reggae. King Without a Crown was his biggest hit, my favorite song. There's a lot of other ones. My kids just love to dance to them. One of my favorite bands, which lately not so favorite because of their political views, but Pearl Jam. I've always loved Yellow Ledbetter. Every time I go to the concert, I'm like, I hope they close with Yellow Ledbetter. I hope they close with Yellow Ledbetter, and each time they have. So, they have 500 good songs. And then number 9 on my list, I have it's a Christian rap rock. I don't know what they call this. POD. The song "Alive" was one of my I named my store after them. So I named my store Southtown, and Southtown Consignment. So it was named after POD. Song Alive's amazing. And number 10, I just had one pop in my head that I totally forgot about, and I'm gonna nix the number 10 on here because I don't like it as number 10. But Big Head Todd and the Monsters, Broken Hearted Savior, unbelievably good song. They have a lot of really good songs, even on the albums before that one came out. Another Mayberry, and there's like 2 albums before the Circle album came out. The one I just nixed, I'll move it to the honorable mentions. It was Social Distortion, The Story of My Life. I like a lot of Social D music. So, Story of My Life, I don't even know if it's my favorite. That's why I just dropped it down, because I started thinking about other songs they did, but I don't think they can beat Broken Hearted Savior, so I'm good with what I just did. Another one I had on my top 10 for a long time was Inside by Stiltskin. You probably never heard of Stiltskin, but it was one of them little one-hit type things, and it wasn't even been much of a hit, but I've discovered it on a CD I probably bought randomly for $1 at a junk store. Love the song Inside by Stiltskin. This one was on my list for a long time, and I don't like their music anymore, so I did put it on here because it spent so long on my top 10. Was With or Without You by U2. I mean, I like a lot of U2 songs, but With or Without You was kind of like one before I got married type song that, I don't know, kind of got me out of the funk or something. This one could slip up in my top 10, and I know it's cheesy, I know it's big hair, but it's Cinderella. I love Don't Know What You Got Till It's Gone. I love a lot of 80s big hair music, the ballads, not so much the rock stuff. The Warrant, I can't even think of all of them. Cinderella, well, GNR wasn't one of them, but you know what I'm talking about, all the Poison and all that stuff. This one should be in my top 10, and the only reason I'm not putting my top 10 is because it's just a fun song. I know all the lyrics. It's a really long rap song. My kids know all the lyrics. It has no cursing in it. Kool G Rap and DJ Polo, they did a song called Rhymes I Express. I used to crank it up on my little 6x9s in the back of my 57 Chevy. I thought I was the man with Kool G Rap because he wasn't as well known as all the rest of them, but he was clean. So I'll give him that good quality song from the late 80s. The last one I wrote on here, and it's got to be the extended version. It can't be the little 4.5 minute version. It's the 9.5 minute version where he plays behind his head and he plays with his tongue. Is Black Label Society in This River. That, if there's a 10-minute song, 10-minute list, top 10, that's my number 1, because that 10-minute song, the live performance, is just something I can listen to over and over again. A beautiful, it was in honor of, I can't think of the guy's name. Anyway, that's what I got for you tonight, and it's strictly from probably my kids, because you're probably gonna laugh. I hope maybe you look some of these songs up because you probably never heard of them. But you have my top 10. You have some honorable mentions. There's some fun songs in there, but if I had to pick one song of all time out of this list, it could change, but I'm gonna have to go with Yellow Ledbetter, which is probably not what you thought I'd say, but you can't understand half of what he says, and that's what I like about it. I can just make up my own words. So I wish I could play the guitar. You guys have a great night, and see you tomorrow.